And so I get on the phone with this woman who I just knew was a strategist at BBDO in Chicago, and I was like, super cool, like, and she says, okay, well, like, I don't know anything about you. Like, I don't have your resume. I don't have anything. So just tell me a little bit.
It couldn't start out any worse, could it? Like, I'm just doing this. I know nothing about you. Go.
She was like, well, like, just, like, give me a little bit of a context here. But, it was
not
very
not a bad
blunt.
way. I mean, she's like, well, listen, I don't, I'm just doing you a favor.
Yeah, exactly. It was very much just like, sure, I'll let the kid ask me some questions. And I start talking about obviously what I'm doing, a huge part of which is the book. And she stops me for a second. She goes, wait, tell me more, because I'm trying to come up with like a client strategy. I can't tell you who it is, but like they're in, like I'm trying to pitch something to a client in the food world.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Conversation instantly turns from me asking her questions about like her career and how she got there and like all that stuff.
Wow.
To, I mean, and I hadn't even gotten to those questions at this point. It was truly like, who are you?
It's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
You could help me is sort of what it turned into right away.
It turned immediately into that. And next thing, like 30 minutes later, for 30 minutes, we had been talking about like what trends I was seeing and what she had already been considering and me kind of responding to, and like,
no way.
Yeah, it just became this collaborative thing.
So went from being, hey, I'm like this kid, right? Like hoping to learn from you, to basically you're a peer helping me build a strategy to pitch a client.
Absolutely.
It's the coolest job interview story I've ever heard. Like, that's amazing.
It was great. And she, like, again, like half hour later, we're looking at the clocks, and she goes, well, like, you haven't asked me anything. Like, what else would you like know? I was like, well, like, here are my questions. And I mean, before I even got there, she said, even talking to you about like your book and the way I'm seeing the way your minds work, and this is 1,000 times better than any other job, like any job interview.
No way. Yeah. She said that, really?
She said that. She was like, this is like I like the way your mind works. I love what work you're doing. Like, you are already on point.
And you'd only been doing the book part for like a month at this point, month and a half? Like, not very long into it.
No, I think I was like 2 weeks into like the interview process. Like, we were like new.
Yeah. But it's an area that you'd picked because you liked it, you were interested in it, you were curious. You'd sort of been thinking about this area for a while. So like food, media, tech, all that sort of stuff had been like in your the bottom of your resume would have said interests, this.
Exactly. And then hung up the phone with this woman, sent her an email with like articles, links, like things that had helped me.
That's awesome.
And and it turns out that they had an internship, or they have an internship over the summer, and had a couple, like 1 or 2 strategy positions open still, maybe. And so this woman ended up just totally going to bat for me.
Really? That's awesome.
I was like rushed through the interview process. I think it was only like 2 weeks later I ended up getting the job.
I told you.
Yeah.
Here it is. This book may actually help you get a job. Like, well, maybe, Eric. Yes.
Right. Yeah. No, absolutely. And it turns out this woman has been like the mind behind some of these like huge, very like well awarded ads, and like was like very high up.
Awesome.
And I had no clue. And so.
But you didn't let it freak you out, right?
No. And like even had I known had a clue, I. Like, through this book process, I've interviewed very intimidating people. So I don't think that even would have.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's great, and I'm so excited to be to have accepted the position and like to be there for the summer and to actually get to work with her.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and I think in my feedback to you a little bit is now that you're going to this next phase, right? Like now you're, as much as I helped ruin your second semester senior year, I'm now ruining your summer a little bit. But I think as you're working on the book a little bit, pull her into the process as much to say, cool news, my publisher is, going to this, I'm looking for a couple advanced readers to send this to. Do you know anyone that you think might be good? And you'll find that like new relationship you developed, because the few things you can say, you've got a publication date, you've got a publisher, and she already knows how your mind works.
Right.
Suddenly, like, more doors will open for you.
Yeah, exactly. I think the editing process and being actually in the real world will complement each other really nicely.
For sure. God, I'm so excited for you. This is
no,
awesome.
I'm excited.
This is such an awesome story, for sure. And
Yeah.
high five, it wins.
Yeah.
Yes.